Okay, let's finally get into actually ripping a CD. This tutorial will cover audio ripping. If you're looking for karaoke disc ripping, that will be in the following tutorial. Let's open Audio Grabber. The program comes up, and we'll click OK on our tip of the day. All right, let's go ahead and load us in an audio CD. And we will wait for Audio Grabber to recognize the CD. Now, if Audio Grabber does not recognize the CD, that means either you have more CD-ROM drives, and in the previous tutorial, you can click on Settings, and in the drop-down box, you can choose your CD-ROM. Okay, in this instance, Audio Grabber has recognized the CD. As you can see, it has 12 tracks. Now, the first thing that we want to do to try to get the track listings in here is we can click on the penguin, which will connect to the internet if you have internet connectivity, and it will search the FreeDB database. FreeDB is a database which holds, I don't know, probably millions of disc titles, track listings, etc. And unfortunately, this one is not in yet. Now, there is another method before we have to go into manually inputting, and that is if your CD does have CD text written to the data, you can try to import the track listings from the CD text. To import track listings from the CD text, you simply click on the CD and select Get Track Names from CD Text. Alright, so you can see it has imported some of the CD text, however, the information is not exactly the way that we want it. Now, at this point, it's very important for you to check out what this information is telling you, because not only will Audio Grabber base the file name on this, but it also will base all of its ID3 tag information on this information. So you want to pay attention and make sure that this is correct. Now, if we look closely, we can see that it did spit out the titles. However, they're not in the correct column. You can see it's underneath the artist name. Now, to switch them over to the track name, it's real simple. You right-click and select Swap Artists and Track Names, and it will switch them. Now, unfortunately, though, the CD text did not include the artist name, and it's real simple for us to manually edit it in. All you have to do is simply double-click on the file, and it brings up the properties box for each track. And here we can manually import what the name of the song is. This is Jesse McCartney, so we'll type his name in. And let's also get rid of that X. And there we go. Now the information is correct, so let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Double click, and it brings up the property box for the title and the artist name. This is Britney Spears. I'm not the fastest typer in the world, so be patient with me. And we'll click OK. Now, I'm not going to bore you and do all the track listings here, but one thing that you do want to also pay attention is this top title bar and also the year and the genre. This will also be embedded into the ID3 tag, and I personally like having the years. So let's go ahead and type in the year and the genre. This is a dance CD. Okay. You can also selectively do different tracks to a whole CD or just the tracks that you want. You can either just click on the X's, or you can right-click and select none. You can select all. And in this case, I'm only going to rip the first two tracks. So now that we have them selected, let's go ahead and click on the Settings button real quick and make sure that we know where this is going to be extracted to. And right now, the directory is C users Brandon James Music. In XP, it is My Documents, My Music, but Vista does a little bit differently. Let's go ahead and change this. We'll go to C users Brandon James, and I do believe that I have a ripped MP3 folder. That's where I want to put it. So we'll go ahead and select that and click OK. Now when we click on Grab, Audio Grabber will spin up the disk, it will rip it, and it will put it to that folder. Now while this is ripping, try to pay a little bit of attention to the current read and encode speed. Make sure it's at a optimal level. I would say fast rippers can do it probably maybe at about 10 to 12, but you don't want to go too fast. If it starts getting up to maybe 20 or 30 times speed, then you know that it's encountering a problem. Something wrong is going on. Anywhere between 5 to 11 is an optimal speed rate. If you also look on the right-hand side, you have some extra options that you can check. You can shut down the PC when it's finished ripping. You can play the songs when you're finished, or you can eject the disc. I like to have the disc ejected. Okay, as you can see, Audio Grabber has finished ripping, and it ejected the disc for me. And we can now go check those files. In Vista, you can click on Start, go to your name, and here you can see my ripped MP3 folders, and there is the disc, and the 2 tracks that we have just ripped. Let's give them a listen. Sounds pretty good. And I'm sure the other one is okay. Now all you have to do, the only thing that's remaining is for you to import them into your favorite PC DJ program. And that will be covered in a later tutorial. And that's ripping audio CDs.